Don't film!
Amundi's
Too
got her
late.
finger stuck.
Johnny's not looking, so I can do what I want.
So I asked Amundine to pass me the heat gun, please, because I'm doing some work out here, and she immediately said, yes, sir, would you like it plugged in? No, it's fine. I don't want it plugged in. I'll just pretend I'm... This is what's arrived from the meteorological office, and with all this as well. So we're going to just open this up and see what's in it. This is our drifting buoy that provides continuous ocean data as it's drifting along. Oops. Instructions. They've sent instructions with it. Who reads the instructions? Nobody reads the instructions. So this is the floaty bit. Wow. Okay. Got some sort of a... Oh, it's got a little thing here that's got foam in it that when it gets wet probably does a bit of activation. It could well get wet inside the boat. We are a very wet boat to sail. So that's the floaty end of it. And then here is some reel of electrical cable, and there's obviously some sort of sensor thing here as well, down here. And then we got this bit. So this is like the sea anchor part, and all these voltage all come apart and hang down, and it stops it just being blown along by the wind. It's affected more by the current. And there's obviously some kind of gadget in here that does sea temperature at a fixed depth. Of course, this cable has got to transmit data, but it's also got to be strong enough to hang on to this, and between this and the buoy, because that's it. That's what joins. Right. This goes quite deep. There's quite a lot of cable on the drum. Wow. Oh, I don't like the idea of that. You have to throw this in the water, and then these just come off, and you're leaving rubbish in the water. I think we can work out a different way of doing that, and we can keep our rubbish on the boat. I mean, I know it's paper, biodegradable paper. One hopes there's no plastic in it, but yeah. And I know it's only two little small strips, but you know what? Every bit that goes in the ocean is, you know, if 20 million people put a strip of paper in the ocean like that, that's a blinking lot of, yeah. So every bit I can save, and if you can do it too, that's brilliant. So I think we'll try not to do that. But it's quite a big bit of kit, and it weighs quite a lot. They asked us if we could take 3, and we would love to take 3, but we just don't have the room or the space with weight. We're going to take 1, and it'll be quite exciting when we deploy it. We're going to deploy it in a triangle. That they've given us an area to deploy it down near Cape Verde, and what I think they're hoping that it's going to do is give them North Atlantic information. So that'll be good. Interesting little project, eh? So this is a weekend of jobs on the boat, and yeah, our seawater. We had a hand pump just here, and you could pump it and it would bring seawater in, so we could have seawater at the galley sink. But unfortunately it died, and it was a piece of rubbish, and yeah, it didn't last very long. And there was another problem. I had this genius idea. So what I did was I put a T-piece in the drain where it goes out and through the through hole, right at the bottom, and brought the pipe up to the little pumpy handle here.
And I thought, provided you give it a couple of moments after you've put anything down the sink that, you know, so it's gone, it would just suck seawater in from outside. Well, that kind of worked, but if the water's very still, it just sucked back in what you let out the drain. And like I say, the pump died anyway. It was just rubbish. So I've got put a tap in here now. So we've got this this tap. This top swivels, but I've just glued it down, so I'm not going to swivel it yet. But that top swivels round, got a little tap, and then what I've done is under the under here where our rubbish bag is, in under here. This is usual boat stuff. This is our gas kettle stored under here. Let's take that out. Right, so under here, these are the filters for our water maker, and the pipe comes up and goes in through these filters and then into our high pressure pump. What I've done is I put a T-piece here, well, it's a white piece, and I put a tap up here, so I can turn the water off and stop it going into our filters, and it'll come straight up to our tap, which is above, up to this tap, and we can turn it on and off. And because the little electric pump that feeds the high pressure pump for our water maker is it's got a pressure switch in it, when we turn the tap off, the pump will stop running as soon as it gets up to pressure, and when you turn it on, release the pressure, the pump comes on. So we can use that little electric pump. I mean, I've always said I hate electric pumps for pumping water because it makes people pump hundreds of water, but I think we'll all be good with it.